Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Pokesue Channel and Guitar Ladder System. I want to talk about a couple things here today. One of them is something, I'm 61 now, but when I was in my early 20s, I studied with Joe Pass as well as Horace Hatchett, who taught Howard Roberts how to play. And Howard Roberts started the GIT, which is now the Musicians Institute. They advertise on national TV. I was lucky to work with Horace a few times. And right now I have on a special, you get the some free bonus material, the Horace Hatchett files. You can get some of that for free, as well as an extra 2 years on the Guitar Ladder System. So you're going to get a 6-year membership. And just real quick, just so you know, I mean, the Guitar Ladder System is not like these ads that you see, on the internet or wherever. Make $20,000 a week. It's not like that at all. It's just the results really are powerful because I don't think a lot of people put a lot of time and have put in the thousands of hours that it really takes to come up with a really viable, really powerful, well thought out guitar teaching system. It's been an incredible amount of time, and like I said, it's because of the students I've had. This is cycle 1, by the way. The students and the results I've seen is why I make these big claims about it, and it's really true. It's not just marketing hype. But what I was going to say is, Joe Pass said to me years ago, if you really want to make really great strides in your playing, get into chord melody. And what he really meant was not just chord melody, but chordal work. When you learn about tension and resolution, the 10 systems of improvisation, and you start resolving chords, you're just going to take some quantum leaps. And that's why, with my 200 lessons, I just keep, and you get 6 years, right? If your orders say you're going to get a 6-year membership, you're just going to, your brain starts to see smooth voice leading. It starts to sense contrary motion. You're gonna learn this stuff by doing. So it's really powerful. Now, if you're a beginner or beginning to intermediate player, the most important thing you can do right now is finger exercises. Even simple things like this, because one of the most important things you'll want to do is just loosen up your fingers, and the most important thing is to play a little bit every day. It may seem boring as hell, but even simple things like this, coming down 4 notes at a time, like that, you can even make up your own. Andre Segovia, one of the greatest guitar players ever, he has the Segovia scales. But you can get major scales and minor scales anywhere in the net. But just doing, doubling up, double triplets, And by the way, if you're a beginning guitar player and you're playing things down here, you can handle cycle 1. It doesn't make it that much harder to come up the neck. It's actually easier to come up the neck because the frets are closer together. So if you bought the system and you're kind of beginning or a little, and by the way, working some of my stuff as a beginner is so powerful. You can end up making such a huge leap because you're feeding your brain the right information. So it's not any harder to come up here and do these forms. You got 1 bar, which is that one, right? But most of the chords in cycle 1 are not that difficult. Even if you just do this much of cycle 1, just maybe that much right there, that's fine. And then work the next part, break it down. But anyway, it's very important. But that's the most powerful thing. And you look at a lot of great players out there and you ask yourself, why are they great players? It's not just all talent. A lot of it has to do with the way they practiced. I'm not saying they don't have musical talent, but a lot of it, for instance, Al Di Meola and his technique, one of the reasons he has such a powerful acoustic technique is, and the stories are still running around, is he used to lock himself in a closet for 6 hours a day and just go. Repetition is the mother of mastery. But, the Guitar Ladder System is really an approach that will really open up your musical mind. And because if you just, and I want to say, Joe Pass used to always say, he used to also say that if every 2 or 3 weeks, if every 2 or 3 weeks you just learn, a couple new ways to use chords, you're just going to make some huge leaps. Joe Pass used to say that. And that's kind of what the guitar ladder system does, but you're working this every day. So like with cycle 1, you start cycle 1, you get that going. It doesn't matter if you spend a month on cycle 1, that's fine. And then you do the variation, and I'm kind of blazing through this. Learn about shading. And then the whole idea, you're going to find what happens with the guitar ladder system is as you start moving, going through my cycles, at some point you're not going to be able to stick with my cycle. Your brain and your subconscious mind or conscious mind, whatever you want to call it, you're just going to want to take off somewhere else, and you want to follow that because your mind wants to start exploring and start piecing things together. This isn't bullshit, folks. This works. I know I make some pretty strong claims about it, and I can be pretty pushy about it, but that's because I've seen the results. It really, really works. There's nothing out there like it. And I've had a lot of players go through my system and are going through my system who've been playing for a long, long, long time, and the letters are starting to come in. But when you start learning about tension and resolution and how to resolve chords, you're just going to make some huge leaps. Okay. Oh, this guitar is available, by the way. It's I know I'm playing kind of soft. It's $4.99. This is a lower LH280. But anyway, like I said before, if you're on the fence on the guitar ladder system, it's not doing you any good. You're going to get a 3-year money-back guarantee anyway. At the end of 3 years, if you don't agree, you've gotten a ton more than $200 value. I'll give your money back. It works, folks. It works. And there's no rush. And there's no don't let the fact that I'm not going to send you 200 lessons at once slow you down either, because that would just be stupid for me. Because I've been teaching, my God, for 40 years, and I've really seen what works and what doesn't work. And if I send you 200 files all at once, your mind's just going to be so confused, it's not going to be able to absorb it. And that's one of the most powerful things about the guitar ladder system is the fact that I spoon feed you. That's one of the reasons it works, is because your mind goes, oh, okay, I can do this, and then, oh, okay, I can do this, and oh, okay, I can do this. Whatever it might be, your mind's gonna start piecing together all this tension and resolution, all these chord cycles, and you're just gonna start to understand the 10 systems of improvisation on kind of a subconscious level. And it's so fun when all of a sudden, like I've had students where after a couple months, 3 months, whatever it might be, they start noodling and creating something different. But the main thing is, guitar is the easiest instrument in the world just to goof around on, but one of the hardest instruments to focus, because it's just a cool instrument, right? You just want to sit there and have fun. I'm telling you though, if you spend an hour a day focused on the guitar ladder system, you're going to make some huge leaps. And this is not a genre-oriented system, by the way. This is not for jazz guitar. It's for all kinds of music. I've had students who've made quantum leaps that were into heavy metal. The smart ones studied with me, they're into heavy metal, fusion, rock, blues, acoustic, flamenco, whatever, because they want to increase their writing skills. So I gotta keep these a little shorter. But yeah, if you really want to discover how good you can get, stop overthinking the guitar ladder system. Just order it. Let's get you going, because it works. You can order the guitar ladder system at steves@guitars.com. Just click the order button. You do not have to be a member of PayPal. Again, you do not have to be a member of PayPal. And if you order now, you're going to get 2 free years for a total of a 6-year membership, which means everything I come up with beyond the 200 lessons I've already got done, you're going to get all of that. And you're going to get some bonus material, the Horace Hatchett files. Again, he taught Howard Roberts how to play, who started the Musicians Institute in North Hollywood. I'm not affiliated with Musicians Institute. But you're going to get some free bonus material, the Horace Hatchett files. You're going to get the 200 lessons. They easily download right to your desktop. I've got single note studies too. This works, folks. So I really don't know what else to say. I've said so much about this. But I'm just, you know, the letters come in. The people, you know, the people that go ahead and take a little positive leap of faith and just be positive about this and don't, you know, sell themselves on talking themselves out of this, really are enjoying some great progress, and you're going to miss out if you don't do it. And if you want to hear some of my compositions, which really is the proof of the pudding, go to stevesguitars.com, hit the Guitar Ladder page, listen to some of my solo acoustic guitar, listen to the lead guitar solo, kind of in the Joe Satriani style, on Journey in Time. You know, I've got other stuff. I've got solo piano stuff. The composition is really the proof of the pudding. Also, there's not too many guitar instruction materials out there where, and I'm not trying to brag, I give God most of the credit, but my original CD is reviewed at vintageguitar.com. Mr. Stephen Stone called me a prodigious composer and player. And I just mentioned that. I'm trying to build credibility here. I'm trying to let people know this isn't bullshit, okay? Just to be kind of blunt about it. This is the real deal. I've worked so hard in my life on my music and my teaching and my composing. And the Guitar Ladder system is really a chance for you to really learn about music for hardly anything. I mean, you probably spend $1.99 a month on food and beer, you know? So, I mean, you know, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. It's a great, great, great opportunity for you to get 6 years of high-quality guitar instruction for only $1.99. So my suggestion was go ahead and just be positive and order it. All right. Take care, folks. Have a great weekend. Let's everybody be safe out there. All right. Take care.